Good day, guys. I'm Harvey T. Hadlocon, and I will discuss about the construction methods featuring the S-curves. And let's get started. First, I will discuss about this code. When we build, let us think that we built forever. Let it not be for present delight, nor for present use alone. Let it, let it be such a work as our descendants will thank us for. For the introduction, S-curves are a great graphical project management tool for planning, monitoring, controlling, analyzing, and forecasting project status, progress, and performance. S-curves are used for different purposes. Some of the most common uses of S-curves are for progress and performance evaluation, cash flows, forecasts, quantity output comparison, and schedule range of possibilities. They show the progress of work over time and for a historical record of project trends and variations. Common uses of S-curves in construction. First is the progress and performance evaluation, cash flow forecast, quantity output comparison. First, we will discuss about the progress and performance evaluation. This is one of the most common uses of S-curves in evaluating project progress and performance, especially with the use of earned value management or EVM. Comparing the planned S-curve known as performance measurement baseline or planned value with the earned value curve and actual cost curve reveals great information about the project's current status and future forecast. For example, a glance look at the graph above reveals that the project is overrunning its budget and behind the schedule. If you draw the forecast S-curve on the above graph, you will able to see the project growth and slippage. With this is the simple S-curve quickly reveals the any divergence from the baseline plan and allows the project to be monitored effectively. Next is the cash flow forecast. Cash flow forecast is the movement and timing of cash with respect to the event in the project. Drawing a cash flow curve has several benefits for stakeholders. One of the primary benefits is to evaluate the need for cash and the timing of payment obligations. An example of a cash flow is shown. It is important to produce a realistic and useful cash flow curve that accurately depicts the timing of each cost element. The next is the quantity output comparison. Another common use of S-curves is a quantity S-curves, which can typically be found in construction and manufacturing industries. The planned quantity versus the scheduled time is plotted and it is struck a row with actual quantities. An example of a quantity S-curve is illustrated here. This way, the progress of work by quantities is monitored and any deviation from the baseline plan is quickly revealed. Now, I will discuss about the S-curves. The reason for an S-curve being called an S-curve is because the shape or the line of the graph typically resembles as an S shape when plotted. This is because projects are slow to start, ramps up with all types of activity during the middle part of the project delivery. This is the middle part, and slows toward the ends of the companies are up trying to lose up ends and closing things like defects out. How is an S curve is used in construction? Construction S curves can be used for multiple of things as they are essentially just tracking progress. Some of the main use cases for construction S curves includes project progress against the planned schedule. Any type of project production activity such as the amount of road paved, concrete delivered, floors added, and etc. Construction companies could even use S-curves to plot activities like the amount of permits created or inspection conducted to better understand resource allocation. Actual cost against budgeted costs. Most of the time, the most useful area of construction S-curve is in measuring production activities because this is where the rubber hits the road of construction companies in terms of delivering the work they had planned to deliver. For the example of our S-curves is for the performance evaluation. The first S-curve example we are going to look is one of the most common and one of the most important. Using S-curve for tracking general progress report is extremely common in industries like construction. As you can see in the example, a company or a project manager has mapped out the illustration, the planned value or expected progress rather of the project from the beginning to end. A project projection is will typically take this form. We can also see the other two elements of particular S-curve example are some early S-curves of earned value and actual cost. As you can see, the status date is the line in the sand with which earned value and actual cost stop, with the manager looking to understand how the project is tracking compared to our planned value. The actual cost and the earned value S-curve graphs are beginning to follow the trajectory of planned value. This is the planned value, although bottom lines are beneath the planned value. This means our earned values and actual costs are below that we had planned, which could mean our schedule and budget at completion were not well forecasted, or that the project has run into some issues. In this S-curve example, early signs are the project activity and progress has not scaled as quickly as planned, which could be a result of daily production rates, a specific delay, or something else. And that's all for today, and thank you for listening.